So we're diving into how to start a YouTube channel in 2021. I break it down to 10 simple steps. Now, of course, each step will require work and commitment, but I broke it down to really simplify the process so you can also see the overview of what it really takes. Okay, so 10 simple steps. I'll also leave a PDF of these 10 simple steps that you'll be seeing as I go over this stuff. I'll be sharing it. I'm actually going to leave that as a PDF, a downloadable PDF down below in the description. It's an absolutely free YouTube beginner guide, 10 simple steps that you can actually look at as you start your journey on YouTube. Now, the first thing on the list is picking a very specific topic and niche that you know about. Now, a lot of people get paralyzed at this. They know maybe they want to start on YouTube, and maybe you even have a topic that you want to talk about, and you're not sure if you know enough about that topic, or you're not sure you have a whole bunch of things you want to talk about. And I just want to really bring it back and tell you that it's very important, especially when you're starting out and you're a new YouTuber, to pick a very specific niche and topic. For an example, if you know about yoga, your whole YouTube channel is going to be about yoga. It's very important that you focus on this, because one of the steps later, you're going to see me talk about optimizing your channel, and this is really feeding YouTube algorithm what it wants, and it's very important that you focus on one topic. Now, when you're unsure if you know enough about a topic, believe me, there are people out there looking for information and answers and tutorials around a whole bunch of different topics, and I'm sure you know more than a lot of people. And if you do your due diligence and more research and prepare yourself, you can really deliver value on that topic. Believe me, people are looking. Now, before we jump any further, if you're not a subscriber to my channel and you're new, I'm James Cook. I create business tutorials. I also give online business advice from experience, and I talk about personal development. If you like that type of content, definitely click that subscribe button now. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. I always try to deliver a lot of value. Now, moving on, the next step is actually creating value-based content. This is so important. You can't just throw up any type of videos that you think are great. You really need to hone in on really delivering value and make that a commitment. And if you're a beginner, the way to do that is really hone in and focus on your niche and look for places you could deliver value. Look for common questions that are around your niche. You know, make how-to videos. How-to videos are really good when you start off. Step-by-step tutorials. You'll see I actually have a few step-by-step tutorials right here on my channel, and really taking your time and explaining things and delivering value. Okay, this type of content does many things, and you'll see me mention later on, we talk about engagement and how important that is. Well, value-based content will help your engagement. Remember, you want to deliver value. It keeps people on your channel. They'll appreciate you actually going out of your way to really deliver value, help them out, answer questions. You'll gain a new fan base, new subscribers, get more shares and engagement. So make sure you're really adding value. The next thing is really important. I mean, I know I say everything is important, but that's why I made these 10 steps, because every single one is very important, and I'm very confident that if you start and you actually follow these steps and you stay committed, you will see success on YouTube. And the next step is actually consistent content. Now, we know that we have to be niche specific. We know we have to deliver value. Now it comes down to pumping out valuable content. And I would suggest at least one video per week, really putting in the work and adding value and staying consistent. Consistency is key. Now, you can notice right here that I started my YouTube channel years ago. I was actually helping local businesses out and online businesses out, giving them strategies, helping them with marketing, helping them with business in general, and even YouTube. And you'll notice I started making some YouTube videos. I mean, you can even see the quality's not that great, but one thing that I wasn't is consistent. I stopped for a while. Now I'm more consistent. If I would have stayed consistent from that many years ago, you would see a substantial amount of subscribers. You would see even more of my videos in front of your face, because consistency over time creates the compound effect and it grows with massive momentum. So consistency is key when it comes to starting and staying and committing. The next thing is for setting up your channel for success And I actually created another video. I'll leave that right up here in the corner so you can check that out. And I go over how to set up and optimize your YouTube channel. It's one of the first things. This is actually a perfect example where I took my time out because I know how important this is, and I created an over-shoulder style tutorial that really delivers value and teaches you one crucial thing, which is setting up and optimizing your YouTube channel. This is the first core thing on your channel that you must do so YouTube understands what your channel is about. This way you become more of an authority figure the more you talk about that niche over time. Having your channel optimized, having nice channel art like a nice banner with call to actions in it, telling people to subscribe and not miss any of your weekly videos. You could check out my banner and other YouTube banners as well, but having a profile image, having your banner, and having your channel optimized is the first core step on your YouTube channel to set up for success. Number 5, the next thing is understanding keywords and SEO. I actually did make another video talking about, is it too late to start on YouTube, which it absolutely is not. Believe me, starting now, you're going to see 3 years from now, 2 years from now, you're going to see many YouTubers, including my channel, that are growing and growing and growing. It's not too late, especially if you follow these 10 steps and you stay consistent. And in this step, where I'm talking about why it's not too late, it's understanding SEO, search engine optimization. Once you know your niche and you are finding people's problems, it's understanding how to make valuable content and doing the keyword research where people are looking for specific things. For an example, like how to start on YouTube this year, right? And being able to know what keywords to go for and where you can deliver value and actually get people's eyeballs on your videos. This is a very key thing if you want to grow your YouTube channel with a strategy. It's understanding keyword research and the SEO of YouTube so that you can actually position yourself in the best places on YouTube and in Google to start generating traffic to your YouTube channel. Now, over time, the more you're doing this and you're very niche focused and adding valuable content, staying consistent is really where that compound effect will take place as you're doing this and understanding how to do keyword research. Now, I put a lot of time into this video that's talking about why it's not too late, and if you watch that video, there's a lot of value there of how you can actually start doing your keyword research. So I'll leave that video down below as well. It is a very important video if you're just a beginner to watch that. Now, this brings me to number 6, which is the YouTube algorithm. Not only do you want to optimize your videos like I just mentioned and find the right keywords in your niche to actually deliver value on and get eyeballs and traffic, but another key thing with YouTube's algorithm is engagement. And what happens with your optimized videos is, one, they're optimized, so now they're ready for search and they're optimized for the search engines. But once people find them, are people engaged? Are they finding value and staying on your video? And that's why I mentioned earlier about how-to videos and tutorials when you're starting off, because when you're adding value in your niche, people are going to stay. YouTube's actually going to be able to see like, wow, people really like these videos. They're staying for the full length. Wow, they're liking these videos. And then the off-page stuff where people are embedding your videos on blogs, or maybe you're embedding videos on blogs. People are sharing your video, which is a nice social signal. People are building backlinks back to your video. This is the type of stuff that you want to do. 1, optimizing your videos the right way around certain topics so that they're search friendly. 2, adding so much value that people stay and actually engage in your content. And then 3, people start sharing it off of YouTube. People start building links back to you and embeds. All those signals are great signals for YouTube algorithm and to get you massive momentum. Now, with that said, if you can like this video because you find value here or you like this type of content, liking the video does help me with the YouTube algorithm, as I just went over. That's called a call to action, what I did. Don't be afraid to have a CTA, a call to action, where you're asking your viewers, if you know you're delivering value and you're passionate about it, to like the video if they like it, and also subscribe if you like this type of content. Those type of call to actions are very important for your channel. Don't be afraid to do them, especially when you're taking time to build this type of content for a specific audience. It is important to have these type of call to actions, and don't forget to add them in your videos. Now, coming back to optimizing the video, there obviously is steps with optimizing the video. You want to make sure that your title of your video is optimized. I have another video going over optimizing your tags and why it's important step by step. I'll leave that down below as well. And also making sure your description is optimized. You want to make sure that everything is optimized around the keyword and the keyword variations of what you're talking about. This step number 7 is very, very important. After you do your keyword research, you find the gems you're going to go after, you start really optimizing your videos. Not just your channel, this is now your videos. Title, description, and tags. So another thing is your thumbnail. Now, you notice my thumbnails, you also see other people's YouTube thumbnails. You want to make sure that the text on your thumbnail is very visible, it's catchy, and usually around 3 or 4 words. Your thumbnails need to be catchy so when people see them in the search up against some maybe competitors or just other channels in general that are talking about the same topic, they see yours is catchy, and they click on yours. If there's no thumbnail there and it's just a blurry image, it's not going to do so well. You want to entice people with the right text and the right style thumbnail to click on it and get over to your channel. This is also another signal to YouTube that people are clicking on your videos. There's something enticing about them. Number 9, and this is important to me, is equipment. So many people are making excuses, and maybe this is even you, and I'm just going to say it right out. If your excuse is that you don't have a fancy camera, if your excuse is that you don't have the right lighting or the right microphones and all this stuff, it's all just excuses. If I rewind back to the videos that I started in my channel years ago, oh man, I was using my camera on my computer that was not lighted properly, but again, that's what it takes. You cannot care about that type of stuff. Now, I will say this, technology came a long way, and you can make videos, no excuses, with your iPhone, okay, or Android. I'm an iPhone user, and I know the camera is excellent, but if you have Android, I'm sure the video camera is just as good, maybe better, I don't know, I don't use Android, but again, there's no excuses. You could go buy a ring light. I use a ring light. Show you this ring light. It was about $125 on Amazon. It's a great light, and you can just use these 2 things. Sit in a comfortable spot in your home or your apartment, set up your phone, set up your ring light, and just go. Don't overthink things. As you're growing and more momentum's coming and your channel's growing, you can invest in better equipment. Don't overthink this. If you have a MacBook like I do, you could just use iMovie. It comes free with the MacBook. I also have iMovie tutorials, and so does many other people. It's very simple to use once you start getting the hang of it. You could also sub out to work to a VA. There are VAs out there that will actually edit your videos if you want them to. But if you're tight on a budget, you can learn it yourself. Shoot it on your phone, load it or airdrop it to your MacBook, and then from there, pull it in iMovie or any other free editing softwares. I'm sure PCs have it as well. Edit it, and now your video is ready for YouTube. Don't overthink this. You're going to get better in time. Everyone starts here in the beginning, but don't overthink this, because I hear too many times, I don't have the best equipment. I don't have thousands of dollars in lighting. Well, neither do I. Well, I don't have a $5,000 camera. Well, neither do I. And honestly, it's just an excuse. You're making up an excuse. Nobody really cares about the quality of your video. And I'm going to tell you this from experience. What's more valuable to your viewer is that you're delivering value and answering their questions and actually delivering something that they were searching for, rather than putting on a fancy show. Nobody will really care about that. They're going to remember the person who actually delivered value, clearly, took their time, and all you need for that is your phone, as long as you have a smartphone, and the computer. And you could buy a ring light, like I just mentioned, for $120, and boom, you're good to go. Invest in that, start your journey. And last but not least, number 10. So now you have everything on this document. You can download that document down below again. It's actually taking the time to post your first video. So you recorded it, don't hesitate, post it up. Now, there will be crickets in the beginning, and guess what? Don't worry, because we all start there. Your first video, not everyone is going to find, right? But just know that you're on the journey of something that, as long as you follow these steps and you're consistent, in 12 months from now, if you're putting out 1 or 2 videos per week, I prefer 2, but even in the beginning, start with 1, get the hang of it. A few months later, up it to 2, you're going to see momentum. You're going to see your channel grow, I guarantee, especially if you're following these steps to the T. You are talking about a niche, a specific topic, doing your keyword research, optimizing your channel and videos around this topic. People are going to start seeing your content, especially if you're adding value. The engagement's going to go up. You're going to get people messaging you, commenting, liking, sharing, all of that good stuff. It's just about staying committed. You can't think you're going to put 1 video up like I did in the past and think that your channel is just going to grow from there. It's consistency. Every big YouTuber has one thing in common. They're consistent. That's the key thing here. Consistency. Put out videos on a constant basis. It's what I do now. And if you are a subscriber to my channel, you will watch this channel grow more and more and more. Maybe you are a subscriber and you've been watching my channel grow slowly. And it's going to continue to grow because of consistency. Now, another thing that I'm certain about is once my channel gains even more authority, more engagement, more videos, more views, and adds more value, a snowball effect comes. That compound effect actually takes place and the momentum skyrockets. The more engagement and more videos, the more subscribers, it actually gets easier to get my content out there more and more and more and grow my subscribers and my views even faster. And that's an incredible thing about YouTube, is that in the beginning, yes, it's hard, but the more and more engagement, subscribers, and consistency you have, the faster you grow. Think about that. And then the more you can monetize your content, earn an income, and also get your message heard. So I hope this really answered a lot of your questions. If you have any other questions about YouTube and growing, definitely put your questions down below in the comments. And again, if you like this content, subscribe, share this with anyone that you think might need to hear this. I will leave that YouTube Beginner's Guide PDF down below and all the other resources I mentioned down below, so check those out as well, and I will see you in the next video.